Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Normal is broke and common sense is weird, so we're here to help you transform your life. From the Ramsey Network and the Fairwinds Credit Union Studio, this is The Ramsey Show. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. Dr. John Deloney, Ramsey personality, #1 best-selling author, host of the Dr. John Deloney Show, my co-host today. Open phones here at 888-825-5225. Jack's in New York. Hi, Jack. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. How can we help today?
Oh, hope you can help me. My mother, after Dad died, went on a series of cruises. And as you may or may not know, on cruise ships, they have art auctions where basically you're buying overpriced art after you've had a few drinks and everything. And my mother, on a series of 6 cruises, spent $1.1 million on cruise ship art. You can't get into her house. There's so much cruise ship art in the bedrooms and everything. My brother and I are trying to sell it at auctions and stuff. We're only getting 10 cents or 20 cents on the dollar. And I know you good folks have seen it all. I thought maybe you could give me a suggestion or something.
This is a new one for me, Jack. Well done, brother.
Wow. That's wild. Disturbing.
Yeah.
So how many cruises?
I believe 6 or 7 cruises, and she kept it from the family.
I mean, like you guys
alive,
didn't go inside of her house for 6 or 8 months?
Oh, no, we would go in, and we saw some art there, but she had it in the garage, and after time went on, it got worse and worse. So we did see some of it when we went into her house, and we said, okay, Mom's spending $5 or $6 grand. She's worth a lot of money, wants to have a little fun. Then she just kept doing it, and we kept trying to get her to stop, but she would just disappear and go on cruise ships and keep buying all this stuff.
Is she broke now?
Good question. She has. She's living comfortably as opposed to super comfortably, so she's getting by. She's not worried worried where next meal's coming from, but the little extras, that's where she's struggling with.
Yeah, there's not another $1 million to buy art with.
No, thank goodness. No, there is not.
Does she recognize she has a problem?
She did towards the very end. And we had no idea she was spending that kind of money. Again, we thought, it's not good, it's sloppy. But she saved all her life. She was a use the same tea bag twice type of person. And she just... I think she lived with her parents, got married to my father, who would have squashed it in 2 seconds.
How long
after
he passed did this go on?
It started about, I'd say 1.5 to 2 years after he died.
So this was her wicked, weird way of grieving. Wow. Man, I'm sorry. Exactly. I've been on cruise ships. I've seen those art auctions. I have purchased precisely $0 in that stuff. I'm not an art critic. I don't know anything about art, nor would I know where to move it. What I would do is this. Is she mentally incompetent? Or was just dumb?
I think she was just dumb. She has it's almost like a...
Because otherwise, if she met with her medical doctor, he would say she was in her right mind. She was just grieving in a very inappropriate way.
Well, she was remarried at the time.
Where did he go?
But he just didn't do anything. He just didn't do anything. He's kind of not the type of guy that would tell her what to do. And keep in mind, that was her money. My father, it was their money together.
Yeah, I got that. But still,
yeah.
I mean, if you love somebody and they're doing something stupid, you stand between them and stupid. But so Bozo has no backbone. All right. The only thing that pops into my head, and I have no idea, is if I were you guys, I would get in touch with the cruise line and try to work your way into the publicity side of the cruise line or the customer service side of the cruise line and say, Here's what has happened on your cruise line. Was it all on one line?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe two different, but it's the same company.
Yeah, and I would just say, here's what's happened on the line. So we have a widow here that you all accidentally took extreme advantage of. We're not saying there was malicious intent on the part of the cruise, but the cruise just took $1 million from her for art that's not worth $1 million. And we're going to ask you to buy it back and put it on the cruise ship and resell it and make your money back as a PR decision.
Okay.
Because you don't really want me telling the whole world on social media that your cruise line took $1 million from a widow. And I'm getting ready to. And I honestly don't think you guys did it on purpose, but I do think you need to do something about it, because you should have had some kind of checks and balances in place, because you've got widows and old people cruising with you every day. And if you guys are taking advantage of the other people at this level, even if you don't mean to, you should stop it. It's wrong. And so, like, if my company had done this accidentally, we would probably consider, at least at some percentage, 50% or something, taking the inventory back in and trying to help the lady out, because obviously she's out of control, and we were contributing, not knowing it, but we were contributing if my company did that.
One thing about our company is we want people to be better off after they've been with us than before. And if we find out somebody was exponentially worse off, right?
Yeah, we would try to help fix that. But I do honestly, it's not like it's a gambling thing. So if it's a gambling thing and your name shows up on the watch list of problem gambler, they shut you down and keep you from gambling. But they don't have that for art auctions,
right? Yeah, especially on cruise ships, yeah. Right?
There's no way to there's no database that they should have been accessing to protect them. I mean, it's just a customer. They got millions of customers, and this customer just liked art, and so, or cruise ship art in particular,
but also wasn't well or healthy at the time.
Yeah. I'm going to ask for some mercy some help. Some help.
Mercy. Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it with accusing you guys of having done something wrong, but I am going to say the net result is you caused something wrong to happen, and we're going to ask for some help.
Yeah. If she, it's a new wrinkle that she's remarried. If she wasn't married, I would get with you and your siblings and sit down with mom and say, we would like to take ownership of your finances. We want to help out from here on out. And we'll make sure you got a roof over your head. We'll make sure this money is managed well. It's complicated now that she's got a new spouse that they may want to co-manage that together or whatever. But I would sit down and at least offer the help you can.
I've heard,
I've just never heard this one.
Seen hundreds of thousands of dollars on Shopping Network.
Sure, oh yeah.
Seen that they're sitting lonely.
Yeah.
And just keep calling so they can talk to somebody and buying whatever stuff. Mm-hmm. They got a basement full of stuff they don't need. I've seen that multiple times over the years. The art auction on the cruise ship, this is the first one.
First one.
35 years. You got to have a new one every day.
Welcome to where classy meets Wild West. Buffalo Gypsy Boutique of Bismarck has clothing, decor, and gifts ranging from sophisticated boho style to fun and flashy. Our exclusive brands such as Scully, Double D Ranch, and Tanner Mark provide standout style for the whole family, right down to the little ones. We always have a great selection of Kimes denim, and we proudly offer American-made jewelry and artwork. Find Buffalo Gypsy classing up North Bismarck just off Highway 83.
We're not some big city operation with a call center that doesn't even know where North Dakota is. We're Beck, built and rooted in rural North Dakota. We're your neighbors, your cooperative, working together for more than 70 years to keep you connected to what matters most in your life. Our Beck Fiber is more than just internet service. It's what you rely on every day. And if you ever have a question, we're just down the road, ready to help. Beck Communications, committed to you because we're local too.
Ashley, North Dakota is where life moves a little slower, but never gets dull. From hunting, camping, and fishing to safe streets where kids can be kids, this is the best of small town living. And Ashley offers everything you need, from healthcare to hardware to countless ways to stay active. Here, we've invested in our future with major upgrades to roads, parks, and education. Whether you're here for the day or here for life, you'll find Ashley's where you ought to be.
Heidi's in San Antonio. Hi, Heidi. How are you?
Hi, doing well. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Well, we are done with baby steps 1, 2, and 6, and we've been done with those for more than 4 years now. Plus, we have about 3 months saved for an emergency fund. But for the last 4 years, we've been stuck and not able to save it all, and don't really see any possibilities of moving on to step 4. And our kids are out of the house, which is at least 8, 9 years away.
You don't have a payment in the world.
No.
And you're stuck.
Yes, sir.
Where's all the money going?
Well, we don't have a mortgage, but you can call paying for our 2 kids' private school a mortgage, because it is almost a fourth of our take-home pay.
Well, that's where it is.
Yeah, that's where that is. And I mean,
what is your household income?
Monthly?
Annually, monthly? I don't care.
Well, annually we have just about $100,000.
And $25,000 is going to private schools, which leaves $75,000 with no payments.
Correct.
Minus food and lights and property taxes.
Yeah, and a lot of gas. We live about 35 minutes from anything, so we spend a lot of money on gas.
Not that much gas. There's not $70,000 worth of gas.
Yeah. Where's it going for real? Do y'all budget it out?
Yes, sir, we do. We did the FPU about 10 years ago, and so we're not using the app, but I do on our computer a monthly budget, and we pretty much stick to it. Besides, we have had some medical bills that we've had to pay. And yeah, so I would say probably over $500, $600 a month, probably more than that, we're paying towards medical things.
Who's ill?
I have Lyme, and also my husband, we've had all kinds of things. He had to have surgery and missed out on 2 months of work this year. So that's this year.
What? Tell me about the private schools, because $25,000 for 2 private school tuitions, either that's very inexpensive private schools or that's not the real number. Is it more than $25,000 a year?
Well, we have a partial tuition grant. So right now we're paying about, when I said a quarter of our take-home pay, besides, whatever's taken out of the paycheck, which includes some dental and that kind of thing. But we're paying right now $1,400 a month for both of the girls to go.
And but because you've got some kind of a subsidy, is that what you're saying?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a grant.
Just the math isn't mathing for me, and it may be me, but I can't make the numbers work.
$100,000 is $8,300 a month, so you should be taking home right around $7,000, $6,500 to $7,000, not counting health insurance and not counting 401k. Yeah. Are you putting money in 401k?
No, sir, we're not. We're taking home.
So what are you getting home with? $6,500, $7,000?
About $6,600.
Okay, good guess, Dave. And
yep.
So minus $1,400. Right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Minus food and lights and car gasoline for a 35-mile drive.
So let's say that's $2,000 a month.
There's still thousands of dollars missing in this discussion.
Well, I can give you some of our biggest line items. we do tithe every month. We set aside for property taxes. We do medical needs sharing ministry, that's about $800 a month.
So you're not purchasing health insurance at work then?
Correct.
Okay. All right. No problem with any of that. That still doesn't get you there.
Yeah, well, we can add in some of our other items, like you said, like electricity, homeowners insurance, internet, phone. Like I said, we don't eat out. I'm looking down our budget to see some of our bigger line items. I mentioned the medical stuff.
Why have you? I'm not debating it, but since the largest item in the budget so far is still what you started with and what you led with, and that's private schools, why have you made the decision for private schools?
We really enjoy and value the education that our girls are getting at the school where they go. And
I totally support that, but could they each not earn $700 a month?
Well, they're 9 and 13. So.
Oh, I thought you said the kids were out of the house. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I said that.
So you value the education, the quality of the education or the content of the education?
Both. It's a very good school, and we see the way the seniors turn out when they leave the school, and they have a really good portrait of a senior there.
So the thing you have to own is you're making a values-based decision on we want our kids to maybe look like this kind of senior someday, and we want to have no retirement, and we want to have no savings. I mean, at some point, there's a math problem, and it's a very uncomfortable decision to look at, hey, we don't want to buy insurance through our business. We want to do this ministry sharing program. Okay, that's a choice you can make. All of these things here are choices. We want to drive an F-250 instead of a Prius. Like, all these things are choices. We want to live way out in the country because we like that life instead of selling our house and maybe moving closer to town. All of these things, at some point, medical's not a choice. Food, it sounds like it's not a choice. Y'all aren't extravagant. But these other things are choices.
And I'm still not finding it all.
I'm not either. But you have to balance, we're choosing this over this. I think, Dave, one of the illusions is I should be able to do everything I want regardless of how much money I've got in front of me. And it's just not the way it works. It's just not. I say this with all of the grace of my heart.
Can you imagine where she would be if they had 2 car payments, a student loan, and a MasterCard payment like most people?
Correct, yeah.
They would be bankrupt?
Yeah, it'd be over.
And they make $100,000 a year?
Right.
See, that's what doesn't compute.
Yeah.
There's something off. I think you guys are making choices, but there's also some kind of a mystery here in the budget. And I would want you to sit down with your spouse and the two of you look at this budget very, very carefully and say, okay, we're starting with $8,333 a month. That's $100,000 a year minus taxes. We're getting home with $6,600. And then after we pay property tax and lights and water and food and transportation, here's what we have left. And here's what we're choosing to do with what we have left. And is that what we want to choose?
Is that what we want to choose?
And that's what you've got to decide. So I don't hear extravagance.
No.
I just can't fill up all the $1,000 holes I have in the math while I'm working with you here. I can't get there. I got $6,600 minus $1,400 minus property taxes minus food and lights and water, and minus $800 minus a tithe of $660, and and so, or maybe you're tithing on the gross $830. Okay, either one, still not there. Yeah. I'm still not down to zero. And I don't hear massive amounts of waste or something. I just don't know what it's going to. And usually when I'm having these discussions, I can keep talking, and all of a sudden a $1,200 car payment appears, and I know what's going on. But I've not found that in this discussion. So I can't. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more help. But that's the thoughts I have on what you guys are facing, Heidi. I would dig further into it, and then, as John said, consciously make the choices. It says there's a thing called opportunity cost on money. By choosing to do A, I am simultaneously choosing to not do B and C.
And own that choice.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you. It's a choice you're making in the affirmative.
Hey y'all, it's Trent on the loose. I want to tell you, Lady Blue and I, we got a lot of miles together, but you know what? You and I got a lot of miles together as well. And all I want to do is bring to you the information on how we maintain a domestic supply of food and fuel for future generations. So I'm going to continue to travel the world and unearth the stories that make it possible that we can live in a free United States of America.
We are Ladies of Another View. Join us every weekday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. as we discuss the big topics from North Dakota, the nation, and around the world.
We chat with everyone from celebrities and medical professionals to politicians, local business owners, and neighbors about the topics and stories that affect all of us.
We are unscripted and uncensored real news from real people. So join us every weekday morning for Ladies of Another View on Beck.
We are rewriting Hollywood's script for our kids. I'm pop culture expert Tina Griffin, and as a former Hollywood actress, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how today's entertainment is eroding the foundational development of America's youth and how to safely navigate this pop culture chaos. Knowledge is power. Parents want solutions. It's time to get the power back in your hands and reclaim the right to decide who and what should influence your kids.
Weekdays at 11 a.m. Central Time on Beck TV.
Well, if you want to work the Ramsey plan and you want to follow the baby steps and you want to move out of debt and into wealth, the easiest, fastest way to do it is by putting together a plan on every dollar. The Every Dollar app will make you accountable for every dollar every month, and you'll place those dollars with personal coaching, customized plans, exactly where they need to be placed on the baby steps to get you out of debt the fastest and into wealth the fastest. Download it for free on the App Store or Google Play, Every Dollar. Jordan is in Houston. Hey, Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
So me and my wife, we got married a year and a half ago, and her parents very generously paid for the wedding. But a kind of a piece of fine print that I was unaware of when they offered to do that was that any dollar that we spent above what they had allotted, we would owe back to them. And I was essentially uninvolved with the planning of the wedding and wasn't aware of that. And so pretty quickly after we got married, we got a bill sent to us for a few $1,000s that, you know, they've told us, hey, there's no interest on it, pay it back when you can. But as we're starting to, we recently purchased a car in cash from a member of my family, which has kind of resurfaced this conversation with my wife of what's our plan for paying this off. And her parents have had a lot of conversations with her about it, but never with me. And so I was just going to ask for help how to move forward with this.
You said it was in the fine print. So did your wife know?
Mm-hmm.
She did know.
Okay, then pay it off. Stop the conversation and pay it off today.
Okay.
Like it's costing y'all mental calories. It's going to cost you a relationship. And like I can sit here all day and pontificate like, man, that was not cool to get a bill from your, but that was the handshake agreement they made with their daughter.
How much is it?
Yeah.
How much did how much did your wife go over budget on your wedding?
A little over $4,000.
Okay. And you paid how much so far?
A few hundred, maybe 500.
And what's your household income?
140,000.
Okay, so write them a check
today.
Cool.
Your wife made her parents a promise. And lesson learned, we don't do any deals that we don't both know about.
Yeah.
ever, particularly with your freaking parents who are Pharisees. Got it? No more money deals with your parents, honey, ever.
Word.
Yeah, because this is awkward, strange, weird, but she did the deal. Write the check.
And it may be her parents are struggling and they stretched and did whatever. And
nah, they're just weird. It's $4,000. Who sends a bill their kid for $4,000? I mean,
I know. I'm trying to be generous.
I'm not. We've had 3 of them get married, and the budgets were horrendous, and they stuck to their budgets. We laid out the budget ahead of time. We agreed to fund it, and if it went over that, they came out of their pocket with it. We didn't come out of our pocket. They didn't go over. They stuck to the budget. It was generous. They had a great wedding. We had big parties. We loved doing it. I love big parties. I love weddings and babies and grandkids and all the things that happen when you have weddings. It's all awesome. Go do all of it. But parents, seriously, and kids, don't make a deal like this and not tell your spouse, your fiance, oh, I promised my dad $40,000 back. Oops, I forgot to tell you. Thank God it's only 4.
Right. Right. And you make $140,000. Write the check today.
Yeah.
Say, sorry it took so long.
Not worth it.
It'll never happen again.
And I promise you'll never happen again, because we will do no more money deals with you people ever.
Yes.
Because you didn't bother to include me, and you should have in that discussion. That's on the parents.
You think so? I think it's on the wife.
Absolutely. They should have included her. I promise you, if I'm looking at Rachel Cruz going, if you go over this, you got to pay, I'm going to look at Winston and say, and oh, by the way, she's going to be your problem.
That's fair. It's going to be y'all's problem.
I'm going to man up, right? I did tell him that, but it wasn't about money.
Yeah.
Winston, she's going to be your problem now. He reminds me of that occasionally.
Yeah, sometimes Winston's sitting on my front porch and he's like, man, it's my problem.
Going to see Dr. Deloney. Randy's in Shreveport. What's up, Randy?
Doing good. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Okay, so to give you kind of a backdrop. So I retired last year in March at the age of 63. And my mother passed away in May of that same year.
Oh, man.
And she willed her farm to me and my sister. There are no other names within that will other than my sister's and mine.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just beginning to get on Social Security. She's been on Social Security for a long time. And with the earnings cap and IRMA and everything else, can we secure the farm in a trust so that we don't get hit with capital gain tax?
Are you going to sell it?
More than likely, yes.
Okay. Well, your basis in the property is its market value at the time your mother passed away 1 year ago. Okay.
Okay.
So what was the farm worth a year ago?
Okay, so this farm was recently reappraised by the county.
No, the county doesn't count.
At the time
What do you think?
Okay,
What do you think the farm's
time,
really worth? The county's a tax assessment. That's not an actual value. That's just assessment for taxes. It's not an appraisal.
Okay.
What do you think? If you were going to put it on the market, what would you put it on the market for?
Probably around $1 million.
Okay. Was it worth more than $1 million last year when she passed? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably wasn't. It wasn't worth $700,000 and went up $300,000 in 1 year, right?
Yeah, actually, the appraisal went from $300,000 to $700,000 in 1 year.
That's the tax assessment.
That's not the real estate market.
That is not a real appraisal. Hear me. Okay, your tax assessor does not give you accurate values. Zillow does not give you accurate values. You have to get an actual appraisal on the property. And you could do that based on a year ago. So here's the thing. Let's pretend for a second that the farm a year ago was worth $1 million and the farm today is worth $1 million, and you sell it for $1 million. You have zero taxes. You've had no gain because your basis in the property for purposes of calculating capital gains, and the gain is over the amount over the basis. Your basis is the value, the market value, not the tax assessor, not Zillow, the real appraisal at the time of death. and it's only been 1 year, and it's a farm in Louisiana. It's probably not gone up in value hardly at all in 1 year. Maybe a little bit, but not much.
Yes.
And if it did, it's probably going to
Yep.
get eaten up with selling cost anyway. So you need to see your tax professional, and if you don't have one, just go to RamseySolutions.com, and what I would do is sell it, and I would claim that it was sold for market value and there was zero gain. If you're ever audited, you'd have to go back and have an appraisal done at the time of death and compare that to the actual sale price to prove that there was no actual gain. But I don't think you have any gain. If you had $100,000 gain, it's only $15,000 worth of taxes. It's not that big a deal.
And this is news to me. I'm glad you're teaching me this. So if she had sold that farm right before she passed, she would have had to pay taxes, capital gains on all the growth from when she got it.
Exactly.
But if she held on to it and passed it,
it's called a stepped up basis.
Okay.
So you when you inherit a capital asset, stock, property, anything else, the basis goes from mom's old basis
to zero,
which was all the way up to market value basis. And if you sell a stock, Grandpa left me $1 million in Exxon stock, and he had only $20,000 in it. You pay zero tax if you sell it within a few months of Grandpa's death.
Wow. Huh.
Welcome to Where Classy Meets Wild West. Buffalo Gypsy Boutique of Bismarck has clothing, decor, and gifts ranging from sophisticated boho style to fun and flashy. Our exclusive brands such as Scully, Double D Ranch, and Tanner Mark provide standout style for the whole family, right down to the little ones. We always have a great selection of Kimes denim, and we proudly offer American-made jewelry and artwork. Find Buffalo Gypsy classing up North Bismarck just off Highway 83.
There's never been a better time to rediscover the style, reliability, and all-season, all-terrain fun of the all-new Nissan lineup at the new and improved Ryan Nissan. Whether it's the sleek and stylish Murano, the adventure-ready Pathfinder, or the reimagined, ready-for-anything 2026 Rogue, the all-new Ryan Nissan has the vehicle of your dreams at a price perfect for any budget. It's time to rediscover your passion for the road. It's time to rediscover the all-new Ryan Nissan, engineered to endure.
We are the St. Mary Sisters. We are building a new facility here in Bismarck, North Dakota, for the sake of training young women to be courageous teachers in this state. The sisters will educate the younger generation to be fully alive through truth and discipline. The sisters' life of devotion and joy will make a positive difference in your community. Check out what we're up to, see what's going on, and join our mission to make a difference in the lives of the children of North Dakota.
Hey, I'm Corey Heppola, and a long time ago, I left my small town for a big city. Now, I wonder, what would it be like to move rural?
Just because we're small doesn't mean we can't have nice things.
So, I'm traveling to different small towns across the Midwest to find out.
It's like every year in the spring, there's always like a revitalization of just excitement.
This is my town.
Oh, jeez.
Sunday night, 6:30 on Beck TV.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them tack glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, tack glasses block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's and survive even the harshest conditions. Look, ordinary sunglasses just make things darker, which could be deadly in a tactical situation. Tack glasses improve optical clarity so you can see clearly, even in low light. If you've never seen how this light filtering technology works, check this out. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our tack glasses. A colorful American eagle is revealed. Amazing!
Act now to get your tack glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. So don't delay. Order yours today.
To order, call 1-800-288-9503. That's 1-800-288-9503, or order online at trytackglasses.com. 1-800-288-9503.
Our question of the day is sponsored by Y Refi. If missed private student loan payments are keeping you from making progress toward your goals, Y Refi may be able to help you explore refinancing with a low fixed rate and a payment you can manage. Visit yrefy.com/Ramsey. That's the letter Y, REFY.com/Ramsey. Might not be in all states.
Today's question comes from Carissa in Washington. Carissa writes, my husband and I have been married for 10 years. I earn $90,000 a year, and he makes about $50,000 a year. We have joint bank accounts, and we owe less than $220,000 on our mortgage. I want to put our extra money into a savings account to prepare for a future family, but he spends thousands of dollars each month on fast food. He has a binge eating disorder and ADHD. If we can't agree on a food budget and he's unable to make changes regarding how much he spends on eating out, is this justification for splitting up our bank accounts? I love him dearly, but fear that contributing my paycheck towards his eating out every meal enables him to make poor choices and takes away from planning for our future. I guess Dave, where I would start with this is the word she writes, he is unable to make changes. That's where I would pause. And I would say he's unable or unwilling to go get the help he needs to make the changes. And that to me is the big red flag. But yeah, if you have somebody in your family who is for any number of reasons is
out of control,
putting your family at risk or harm, yes, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your family.
But that's not because we're going to separate the accounts so I can act like this doesn't happen. No, it's separating the accounts because I'm getting ready to divorce you.
Yeah, or I've got to protect myself and protect each other. By the way, if he truly has disorders and emotional or psychological dysregulation, and he, quote unquote, you say can't control himself, but is unwilling to go do the work he needs to do, he's going to start racking up debt. It's you taking the money away is not just going to stop this problem. There'll be other ways he's going to go get it unless he goes and gets the help that he needs. That's the real question here. So
separating your accounts to not deal with your husband's problems is not a plan.
Or to try to get him to do something different.
Yeah. No. Instead, deal with the problems.
Right.
I'm going to force you to deal with these problems. It's a condition of us staying together.
Right. Because
you can't continue to do cocaine and be my husband.
Yeah. In this case, I'm not going to watch my husband. I can't sit here and watch you die.
Yeah.
And so I love you enough to say, let's go invest in the help you need. But yeah, you've got to keep yourself safe, and you got to help him have an opportunity to make choices.
Okay, I got to be honest, and you can call me out on this for my lack of compassion, okay?
Correct.
But I do believe that there are binge eating disorders.
Yep.
I'm positive that occurs.
Yep.
This is the first time I've ever heard of a binge eating fast food disorder.
Yeah, I don't. She must have.
I'm calling BS.
Yeah.
I'm calling. Old boy wants to go by and get him some Chick-fil-A every freaking day, every morning and every afternoon, and on the way home, and a big slurp or whatever he's getting, and he just refuses to stop doing whatever the flip he wants to do, and she's calling it a disorder.
Maybe.
That's my name.
Maybe. No, binge eating disorder is very, very real. 100%.
Oh, completely real. Binge eating fast food disorder? That's a nuance I've not run into.
Yeah. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She may have just said this is where he spends thousands of dollars, but
thousands?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. It's a lot of fast food.
It's a lot of Jesus chicken.
Yeah.
I can't get, I mean, it's expensive, but I can't.
And Carissa, like,
talking about a big,
if you're talking about thousands, plural, of dollars on cheap and expensive processed food, I would sit down and want to know. I'd want a detailed accounting of the money, because this makes me wonder, is there other stuff going on too?
Something else is happening.
Yeah. Is there other things going on? Does he have other struggles? Is he struggling with other addictions that you don't know about? That's a ton of money. A lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I come out there. I mean, I don't go to fast food, but I come out. I do go Chick-fil-A, but I mean, you come out there going, wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the new one over here. What's the burger place? The In-N-Out.
Yeah.
They just moved their headquarters across the road from us over here, and so they've got one of their stops over here. So I went over and got one of those because they're like famous for all you California people are freaking out.
It's so good.
It is good, but I can't imagine spending thousands.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Thousands with an S. Yeah, that's you must be as big as a house.
Stop. Why?
Well, how could you eat that much and not get that big?
Well, that's what she's saying.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Okay. This is,
God.
Like I told you, I don't know anything about this. It just feels weird. All right. So either way.
Yes. Split out
either
your money.
you're overstating this disorder and it's just immaturity and an old boy doing whatever he wants to do and it's bowing up.
Yeah.
Or he's actually got all of these disorder things going on, and that's very possible. We're not saying that's not happening. It's just I never run into this one. But either way, you got to deal with him, and the way to deal with him is to help him and not to segregate the money off and hope that's going to fix it.
Correct.
Because if you push somebody that's in your home and in your life over to the side, they're going to deteriorate.
And they're already struggling with...
They're not going to get better.
No, yeah.
Because if they could get better, they would have already gotten better by themselves.
That's why I say he's got to go get the help he needs.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Buck is in Nashville. Hi, Buck. How are you?
Hey, Dave. I am 22 years old. You just, on the last call, you said if you're 22, listen up. So just wanted to say that. But
Perfect.
I'm in the military. I'm deploying, and my wife has decided she'd like to go to grad school in Europe. And I think it's a great idea, and I just want to get your ideas on the best way for us to pay for it.
You're deploying to Europe, I take it.
No, she's not going with me. I'm deploying to not Europe.
Recently, Buck, I decided that I want to get a 1,000-acre hunting ranch for me and my friends and my family. The only problem is I don't have that much money.
Okay. I think I do have that much. I do have enough money. I just want to see the best way where to pull the money from.
Okay. How much will grad school in Europe cost?
It's $30,000.
Okay. And what is she studying?
It'll be diplomacy from a very high caliber university.
Okay.
What does she want
to work for the State Department?
Yeah. Okay. All right. And to be able to say you graduated with your master's from Cambridge or whatever is a big deal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I made that up. You didn't say that. But all right. And so you have the $30,000?
Yes. So I just graduated college last year. I have $130 in a brokerage account.
Okay. So you write a check and pay for it. And then what?
Yes, I could. So I also have a car that's worth $25,000. I own it. And I think we might just sell it since we're both going to be gone. We don't need it.
Okay. That'd be okay.
And then my Roth has been maxed for the last 5 years.
No, we don't need to touch that. We have the money between the car and the brokerage account to pay for this easily. So she's going to be in grad school how long?
1 year.
And you're going to be deployed how long?
12 months.
Where? Can you say?
No, I can't.
Okay. All right.
And my paycheck will be, for the next 12 months, it'll be $100,000 untaxed.
Okay. Combat zone. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty cut and dry.
What's the question? You have the money. She wants to do it. You're going to be separated anyway. This is her desire. It apparently has value. It adds value to do it there, according to her, and I don't doubt that, actually, the way you're describing it. What's the question?
I guess, is it smart to pull money from a brokerage that has made almost 30% per year the last half decade for that?
What's your other option?
I guess I have the car to sell.
Yeah, sell it. You're going to sell it anyway.
Or I could just cash flow it.
Either one, all of that's okay.
Yeah.
Anything's okay.
You're overthinking it.
But before you borrow any money, we definitely cash out brokerage, car, any of that's fine.
We've all heard the phrase, that kind of thing doesn't happen in our town.
But here on Midwest Murder True Crime Stories, we will shatter that false reality.
In fact, it happens more often than we know.
And sometimes the details are lost in the back pages of newspapers,
forgotten on our news channels, and eventually erased over time.
We're here to talk about murder, diving into some of the most controversial cases in Midwest history.
This show will not shy away from the morbid details of these horrific events and the often ugly truths behind them.
We are Ladies of Another View. Join us every weekday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. as we discuss the big topics from North Dakota, the nation, and around the world.
We chat with everyone from celebrities and medical professionals to politicians, local business owners, and neighbors about the topics and stories that affect all of us.
We are unscripted and uncensored real news from real people. So join us every weekday morning for Ladies of Another View on Beck.
We're not some big city operation with a call center that doesn't even know where North Dakota is. We're Beck, built and rooted in rural North Dakota. We're your neighbors, your cooperative, working together for more than 70 years to keep you connected to what matters most in your life. Our Beck Fiber is more than just internet service. It's what you rely on every day. And if you ever have a question, we're just down the road, ready to help. Beck Communications, committed to you because we're local too.
Jane is in North Carolina. Hi, Jane. How are you? Well, let's try again. Hey, Jane. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hi.
Good. What's up? What's up?
Hey, so my question today is, how do you decide when it's worth spending money to improve your quality of life versus staying in a situation that helps you reach your financial goals faster? So my boyfriend and I are credit card debt free. Been working on that for a while, and now we're trying to save for our future. And we currently live at his mother's beach house. Originally, we were supposed to stay there for free while we paid off debt and saved, but his father passed away, and we started paying the mortgage instead. The payment's pretty reasonable. We could probably pay about the same to rent elsewhere, but the problem is it's a revolving door. It's constant. Family is coming down to visit. It does not feel like home, and I'm over it. So to move out to a rental, we'd have to spend thousands on deposits, moving costs, which feels like setting our goals back. But so financially, it's smarter to save, but emotionally, I want out.
You sound like someone that's married, but you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're talking marriage. It's really tough. We've been in a very debt, paying off debt mindset.
Yeah,
so
we don't need to be doing anything. We aren't married.
Yeah, this is a weird thing. You've locked yourself in a cage, but the lock is on the inside.
Yeah.
We don't need to be paying off debt. You need to be paying off your debt. He needs to be paying off his debt.
And you don't need to be putting up with his family and his drama and his you get what I'm saying?
We aren't married. You have a roommate.
Yeah. And his family,
you do.
And his family comes
legally
to visit all the time.
And morally, you have a roommate.
Yeah, but okay, and I agree. And we're moving towards marriage. It's hard to even comprehend a wedding or a ring or anything when we've been we just paid off $30,000 in debt and we have our $1,000 saved, which just
we don't. You don't understand, honey. You're not married. You don't have anything.
Here's the other side of this.
You're paying off debt with your roommate. You are so vulnerable and so unaware of how vulnerable you are in this situation.
That's it.
He just pulls up stakes and leaves. You know what you are? Screwed.
Yeah. Or if he says, "This is my family's house. I'm never going to leave. I don't care how you feel.
Hit the door, babe."
Yeah, get out.
And you're screwed. You've been paying off his credit card debt, calling it we. There ain't no we.
You've been paying down his family's beach house mortgage.
Yeah.
You have nothing.
Okay, and this is the way we set it up. So he pays for all of our living expenses, including the mortgage and all of that, and I pay the debt.
His debt.
His debt.
You're paying your roommate's debt while he pays his mother's mortgage.
You are so exposed right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
and
you're
you
very
really
in a very compromised
and you really
position.
think I've lost my mind when you have.
What do you recommend that I do?
I recommend y'all quit acting like a we unless you get married this weekend. I'm dead serious. You are so vulnerable, honey. You're scaring me to death for you. If you were my niece, I'd come get you out of that house and tell you to put Bozo on the street till he puts a ring on it. You are so vulnerable. You think about how much money of his debt have you paid off?
Well, I'd say we were about like 50-50. We had about 30,000, like 15 of, rough numbers, 15 of that being mine, 15 of that being his.
Okay, and he puts you on the street. You know what you get? Nothing, honey.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Uh-huh. You catching? This is vulnerable.
And listen, Dave and I would not have jobs if everyone's magical plans always worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I don't want to wish y'all ill. I hope it all works out. I hope he marries you this weekend. That'd be awesome. But I only have a job because it never works out like that. Or that's not true. It sometimes does, but it often doesn't.
Well, yeah, all the times that it doesn't is why we get to do what we do, which is sad for us.
Yeah.
And people that we love like you. We're scared for you. And so, so what you all need to do is you need to have different housing arrangements, and you need to separate everything in your lives until you're married, because you are completely vulnerable.
So you think I should move out? Like,
Yes. Here's why. You started this call by saying, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. And guess what? He didn't call. You did.
Yeah. Like you calling and telling two guys who care about you, hey, I'm not okay. And the man who says, I want to spend my life with you, we'll just do it later, doesn't have that same care for you. That's a flag for me. That's a big red flag for me.
Yeah. And I, so even if you're going to shack up, folks, keep everything separate. Don't sign leases together. Don't buy cars together. Don't pay each other's bills. I mean, just decide who's going to buy the mustard. That's it. Okay, the lunch meat's mine, the mustard's yours. We'll share that, okay? But everything, do not get on these deals together, because the number of times someone has called in here and said, oh, well, I can't find my old boyfriend that I used to live with after I bought him a car, and I'm on the note. And the note's in my name and the car's in my name, but I can't find him or the car.
Or I paid off all of his debt, and then he left me. How do I get that money back?
And I got pregnant, and he didn't like that, so he left me with a kid. Oh, that one we get all the time.
Right.
Yeah. You are so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Y'all are just acting like you're married. You're not married. But so legally and relationally, you're not prepared to be married, but you're paying his debt. I mean, when you just say this out loud, it sounds cray-cray.
Right. And to answer your bigger question, multiple times, and me and my wife working to get out of debt, we took steps backwards for not debt-wise, but we did say, hey, we need to move to this place, and here's what that cost is going to be, and here's what the ROI on that move is going to be. We did actually do that twice. And so I didn't see that as a step back. I saw that as a necessary move to get us where we wanted to go.
Right.
So sometimes that's part of it.
Yeah. So this beach house if you were married and you called with the exact same call, this beach house didn't turn out like as promised.
Yeah.
Because sadly, he lost his dad.
Yeah.
And so now your mother-in-law, your future mother-in-law, maybe, is in trouble and probably needs to sell the beach house.
Right.
Because you guys aren't going to pay the payment anymore. Right. And so she's going to have to, and then all the other people who are coming and visiting all the time are going to have to, and all that stuff. But the deal changed, and so the deal changed.
Deal changed.
Yeah. So I had a roommate in college named Jeff. We're friends to this day. I talked to him last weekend. I never paid any of his debt.
No.
And I like Jeff.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I mean, I'm still, like 40 years later, we still talk. Yeah. I like Jeff. But I never paid any of his debt.
Correct.
This is the rule. Don't pay Jeff's debt. That's the rule.
On your 40th anniversary of Total Money Makeover is going to be a new chapter. called "Don't Pay Jeff's Debt."
That's it. That's what we're going to call it. And poor Jeff's going to get thrown under the bus, but I'll call him and tell him to watch for the bus. It's coming. Yeah, blum blum. Yeah. So bus tracks.
I had friends roommates in college that helped me out when I was in a hard spot, who might cover the rent for a few months, who might be like, dude, don't pay me back for dinner tonight. That's called being a friend. But we never got into, hey, dude, I'm going to buy you a car and I'll just put my name on the note, but you drive it. Just pay me back later.
And you pay the rent and I'll pay for your car.
Yeah.
We don't have those discussions with your roommate because you're vulnerable. That's why. But when you're married, the law says everything is combined.
Yeah.
And morally, legally, spiritually, everything's combined. It's ours. We. But when you're not married, there's no we.
Yeah.
That's not it. It's not happening. You're not French. It's not we. It's not French. Okay? You're not married. So you guys are getting yourselves in so much trouble, all of you out here doing this. And I know I'm pissing all of you off because you always write all these hate mail to me. Don't tell me I need to be married. Well, then don't listen to the show. Because I'm going to tell you to be married because it's the best way you end up with a strong net worth and a high quality of life. You live longer. Your life is better.
Your kids have a better outcomes.
Everybody involved wins.
$27,000 in credit card debt.
Okay.
You have to radically do something different because if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting.
Ashley, North Dakota is where life moves a little slower, but never gets dull. From hunting, camping, and fishing to safe streets where kids can be kids, this is the best of small town living. And Ashley offers everything you need, from healthcare to hardware to countless ways to stay active. Here, we've invested in our future with major upgrades to roads, parks, and education. Whether you're here for the day or here for life, you'll find Ashley's where you ought to be.
Come on in and experience small-town hospitality and the personalized care that makes car buying a pleasure.
We know that every journey starts with the right car. Whether it's school drop-off, weekend road trips, or your daily commute, we have the right vehicle for you and your family.
With trusted brands, affordable prices, and a team that treats you like family, finding your next car has never been so easy.
We pride ourselves on personal attention and quality service. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Hey y'all, it's Trent on the loose. I want to tell you, Lady Blue and I, we got a lot of miles together, but you know what? You and I got a lot of miles together as well. And all I want to do is bring to you the information on how we maintain a domestic supply of food and fuel for future generations. So I'm going to continue to travel the world and unearth the stories that make it possible that we can live in a free United States of America.
We're not some big city operation with a call center that doesn't even know where North Dakota is. We're Beck, built and rooted in rural North Dakota. We're your neighbors, your cooperative, working together for more than 70 years to keep you connected to what matters most in your life. Our Beck Fiber is more than just internet service. It's what you rely on every day. And if you ever have a question, we're just down the road, ready to help. Beck Communications, committed to you because we're local too.
We are rewriting Hollywood's script for our kids. I'm pop culture expert Tina Griffin, and as a former Hollywood actress, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how today's entertainment is eroding the foundational development of America's youth and how to safely navigate this pop culture chaos. Knowledge is power. Parents want solutions. It's time to get the power back in your hands and reclaim the right to decide who and what should influence your kids.
Weekdays at 11 a.m. Central Time on Beck TV.
There's never been a better time to rediscover the style, reliability, and all-season, all-terrain fun of the all-new Nissan lineup at the new and improved Ryan Nissan. Whether it's the sleek and stylish Murano, the adventure-ready Pathfinder, or the reimagined, ready-for-anything 2026 Rogue, the all-new Ryan Nissan has the vehicle of your dreams at a price perfect for any budget. It's time to rediscover your passion for the road. It's time to rediscover the all-new Ryan Nissan, engineered to endure.